What is up, Lock Talk family? It's your boy Jason, and we're back with another YouTube video breakdown. NBA basketball for December 3rd, Tuesday, baby. Tuesday. But before I go off and start talking about this game, man, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help me out so much. We're already over 800 subs, man. The goal is to get to 1,000. And let's keep on breaking it down, man. I gave you guys an absolute gem with yesterday's video, man. I basically went 4-0, but the main play I gave out was Denver team total over 23.5. They went over that in the third quarter. I also gave you the over, and also gave you a cool teaser. You could have done Broncos money line, and then the over, I think it was 36.5. That total flew over. So, I mean, you guys could have went 3-0 on that video. So let's go hit another one. We are 5-2 in the last 7 plays I've given out on YouTube. So let's go 6-2 with this game right here. I chose this game because I think it's going to be one of the more popular games to talk about. And also, it's in New York. I'm from New York. I would love to talk about it. But guys, if you guys do want to tap in to get all my picks besides just this free breakdown and to get more picks just like this, go onto my Winnable. I'll put a comment or a link down below to get all my plays. Go check out these plays right here. We have a year pack, a rest of the year Cyber Monday sale that's still going on. I opened up 2 more spots. If you guys do want to, go grab it. But if not, I'll put a special price in the pinned comment down below, and we'll get straight into it, man. But nonetheless, thank you everyone who's been tapping in. Let's go run it up. There are a ton of ways you can get in with us for free, but also get some free money. So make sure you even go down to that pinned comment to get on the different sportsbook and DFS apps that you can make some free money on, including Vivid Picks and Rebet, man. These are 2 of my favorite new ones that are up right now. They're giving the best sign-up bonuses. And whoever signed up during Thanksgiving, you guys got a $1,000 match. So, I mean, what else do you want in this game, bro? But all right, let's get into it, man. So Orlando Magic against the New York Knicks. These are 2, I mean, technically powerhouse teams in the East. Knicks 12-8 in the season. Had a kind of a rough start. Orlando Magic 15-7, and they still been doing good even without Paolo Banchero, their best player. If you did not know, he is still out. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be out for. Gary Harris is also out, but the Magic, in my opinion, very young team, but they are stacked, man. They have a lot of talent. They're not big household names, but Franz Wagner, I even think Goga is pretty good. Jalen Suggs is a very good player. They got Caldwell Pope adding to that defense and getting a 3-point threat. But I mean, I think this team is stacked, bro. Especially even Franz's brother, Mo Wagner, is very, very good. But obviously, Paolo Banchero is the best player on this team, but is not playing today. He's been out for a while. But I mention that only because the Orlando Magic have been absolutely covering every single game in the last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. And even more since he's been out. Like, if you look at the last 10 games, I think they've covered 9 out of the last 10 games so far at the spread. So, I mean, what more do you want, man? I mean, Orlando Magic have been absolutely crushing that line. New York Knicks, however, I mean, they've been okay at the spread. They've covered, I believe, 50% of their games in the last 10 games that they've played. Last 2 games, they didn't cover against the Mavericks or the Charlotte Hornets, but they did win. They also covered and destroyed the Denver Nuggets, man. I actually had the Denver Nuggets on that game. I thought the Denver Nuggets would be able to actually play well as they were on a big West Coast trip, playing in Denver after a game in Utah. But hey, I mean, the Knicks, some people say they're overrated, but I actually think they're a very, very good team. If they do get back Mitchell Robinson anytime soon, man, I think the best line they could have would be like Mitchell Robinson, Cat, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, and OG, and then having a few of the other guys like Josh Hart coming off the bench. I think the team will be super stacked. We'll see how they end up playing it if he comes back and if this actually does happen. But I actually think the Knicks are super stacked as well. But I mean, what do we go about this game in terms of both teams? In my opinion, I think they match up fairly similarly. Overall net rating, I would say they're both neck and neck. Maybe I would say technically, especially right now, the Knicks are a little bit better, especially with Paolo Banchero not being in the Magic. If Paolo was on this team, I actually think this game could possibly have been a pick'em game. But, you know, right now, obviously, he's worth around 2 to 3 points. So that's why you see a big 4. I wouldn't be surprised if it even got to 5, given the Knicks are at home, playing in the Garden. And even from prior years, the Magic have been one of the best home teams covering the spread, but even now, they've still just been the best, one of the best covering, if not the best covering team right now in the NBA. But, oh, excuse me, guys. Overall, I think the one thing the Magic have an edge on is their defense. Their defense is probably, if not number one, top 3 in the NBA, along with OKC and probably the Rockets. That's why I put the top 3 defenses are in the NBA right now. In terms of the Knicks, I think their Knicks have probably one of the best offenses in the league. So 2 conflicting battles. The one thing I will say is that, you know, the strength of the schedule of both teams has not been that strong, in my opinion. Let me see if I can pull up their strength of the schedule. Let's take a look at who both teams have played as of late. I mean, the Magic played, let's see. The Magic played the Brooklyn Nets 2 times. They suck. Chicago Bulls, they suck. Charlotte, they suck. Detroit, they suck. Lakers, I mean, say what you want. I don't think they're really that good. They stink. Clippers stink. They did lose to them, though. Phoenix, I think this was before Kevin Durant came back and the whole squad was back, so I would say they're not that good. And when they played them, Philly's been a garbage team. Indiana's been okay, but nonetheless, I'm not too impressed by the strength of schedule. The strength of schedule for the Magic. For the Knicks, however, let's take a look. Pelicans, they did play, I think, with almost everyone back, but I think maybe some guys were out. But they've been kind of like a messed up team with all the injuries. Charlotte, trash. Dallas, they lost, but they're a good quality team. Denver, they've been kind of 50-50. They're like an average team this year. And I don't think they're going to be a championship winning team this year, given their injuries. And something's just not up with them, man. I just think them missing KCP and a few of the other like bench players that made them successful, like Bruce Brown, has decreased their stock year after year. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call them a great win. Utah sucks. I believe also same thing in this Phoenix game. There was no Kevin Durant. There was like a lot of guys were still out. I think maybe Devin Booker was by himself. I mean, the Wizards, what do I else have to say? And then the Nets also trash. Chicago. So both teams have not played a super strong schedule. So I guess it's kind of like a wash. Are their victories really that good? I'd say maybe. The Knicks have had a little bit of a tougher schedule, but in the games that they played a tough team, they lost. Not including the Jazz, where they got blown out, man. Blown out. In terms of the pace of the teams, both played in a very, very slow pace. So I did take a look at kind of this over-under. I mean, I think this over-under is pretty sharp. 215 is kind of where I have it. 215, 215 and a half. So, I mean, 214 is really getting there. But, I mean, yeah, both played at a very slow pace. The Orlando Magic have a very good defense, but the Knicks have a very, very good offense. On the other side, let me see if I can pull up some stuff here for you guys. All right. How the offense stack up for the Magic versus the defense of the Knicks. The defense of the Knicks is kind of league average in my opinion. The Magic, however, offensively not been the strongest team, I would say. If you took a look at kind of where the Magic are successful at, I mean, they definitely take a lot of shots at the rim and at the mid-range. They've been probably the most effective among all their shot selections at the rim. But the thing is, the Knicks, where do they excel at the most? So they allow a lot of shots at the 3, but they limit shots at the mid-range and at the rim. They're not very good at covering the mid-range or the 3 in terms of field goal percentage. So if the Magic are able to attack them anywhere, I would say probably the mid-range is where they want to go. The Magic have to attack the Knicks at the mid-range. That's how they're going to win this game if they want to win on the offensive battle. Because as of right now, I mean, that's where the Knicks are the weakest. In terms of the Magic, where are they the weakest? I would say probably, if we take a look, for the Magic, I mean, I think the weakest standpoint for them is probably they allow a lot of chances at the rim, but they're very good at being effective in stopping people there. They're probably the weakest around the 3-point range and the mid-range, but I mean, they're kind of league average in those areas. But the Knicks, man, where do they take most of the shots? I would say they probably take most of their shots at the rim, and they're very, very effective there. They drive to the basket. I'm sorry. They take most of their shots, yeah, at the 3-point line, and they've been probably one of the most effective teams at the mid-range or the 3-point line. So, I mean, I think there's going to be some opportunities for the Knicks, but the Magic basically just force you to go attack them at the basket, and then they kind of stop you over there. So, you know, if the Knicks want to rely on the 3-point ball, they may be in some trouble. The Magic have been shown to be a very, very good 3-point defending team. But the Knicks have also just been fairly effective in the mid-range and the three-point line. So if the Magic are able to clamp down and use their defense in those areas, I don't know, maybe the Knicks may have some tough time scoring. So both teams, I mean, they kind of match up very well together. I honestly think this game is almost 50-50. So if I had to pick a side for this game, it hurts me to say, man, but give me the Magic, bro. I think the Magic continue on this covering run. I actually think their defense and their pace could give some problems. I think we're going to see a 1-bucket game. So if you're getting 5 points, basically, if this moves to a 5, even better. If this moves like a 5-point type game or 4.5, or we get 4.5, I think a team can win by 2 or 3 points. That's where I kind of handicap this game. I do think the home court advantage is definitely advantageous to the Knicks. I would love to have gotten this, obviously, with the Magic at home, but that's not possible. In terms of total, I'll probably lean under. But, yeah, man, for this video, give me the Magic plus 4.5, and let's go 6-2 on these videos. But if you guys want all my plays again, hit up my winnable or go to that pinned comment to see how you get some free time in premium. Sign up with one of our sportsbook or DFS partners like Vivid Picks, Rebet, DraftKings, FanDuel, and just shoot me a DM on my Instagram at The Lock Talk right here. And guys, I'll see y'all in the next one.